welcome back to Sermon After Sunday, a midweek podcast from Graceway Baptist. These short episodes are meant to help Sunday's message stay with us throughout the week, not just at church on Sunday morning. So whether you're driving, working, or just taking a moment to breathe, we're really glad you're here. Let's take a few minutes to let Sunday's message keep working in us. Last time we talked about the power of the tongue in James 3, how it directs and destroys and how it reveals what's in our hearts. Now we move into verses 13 through 18, where James gives us hope. He shifts from diagnosing the problem to describing the solution, wisdom from above. James asks, "Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life." In other words, James is saying, prove it. Not with arguments, volume, not with cleverness, but with gentleness. James describes heavenly wisdom as pure, peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit. Notice something though. Every description relates to relationships. Every description affects how we speak. Let me give you a new illustration. Have you ever used noise-canceling headphones? When you put them on, the outside noise doesn't completely disappear, but it's dramatically reduced. The chaos fades, the hum quiets, and you can finally hear yourself. That's what godly wisdom does to the heart. Without it, we live in constant internal noise. We live in comparison, pride, insecurity, jealousy, and frustration. And that internal noise leaks out into the way we speak. But when we submit to God's wisdom, something quiets inside us. We don't have to win every argument. We don't have to defend every criticism. We don't have to correct every person. But peace becomes our filter. James says wisdom from above is peaceable. And then he says, peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Peace isn't passive, it's planted. And here's something important. Peace is a fruit, not a feeling. You don't wait to feel peaceful to speak gently. You submit to God, receive His peace, and then your words begin to reflect it. This shows up practically in three ways. First, in holy restraint. James earlier said to be slow to speak. Wisdom often sounds like measured silence. I like what Peter said last time. Sometimes the wisest thing to do is not say the next sentence. Second, quick confession. If we sin with our words regularly, apology should be regular too. Healing begins when our pride ends. And third, we are to speak life, not just truth. Truth without love becomes a weapon, but truth wrapped in mercy becomes healing. Remember, Peter said on Sunday that hurt people, but healed people can bring healing. So here's the final reflection. Here's the question for today. If you traced your words upstream, what source would you find? Would you find self-protection, pride, fear, or would you find submission to God? Because when God governs the heart, the tongue follows. And when wisdom from above fills you, life, not destruction, flows out of you. Thanks for listening to Sermon After Sunday. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and maybe practice sowing a few life-giving words before the day is over. See you Sunday.